What's going on, guys? This is Dancing Tramp here, and welcome to the next episode of our tips, tricks and tutorials for Hitman Absolution. We're still on Run for Your Life, but we're now going into the big leagues, and this is more annoying than anything, I think, this mission, but, you know, there's a few different ways of doing it. A lot of the stuff I do in this episode, to be honest, is just showing you a little bit of, like, tweaking on what I did in the last episode, which was this mission on neutral. So, it's not too bad, but we'll get into it. And we're going to start off by running out of the burning hotel. Nothing too taxing. It's like nothing that you should really be worried about at this part. Just climb up to the roof. And when we're up to the roof, all it takes now is a little bit more precise timing. So move over to the right here, speed time up a slight bit. There's a few more guards up here now. There's that guard there, he's moving away. And we're going to move down here, just to the left. Now you just want to wait here too, because there's another guard that's going to pop up here. It's more about that they put like guards just to slow you down really in this part. So when he walks away, we can move up, and you'll be perfectly fine. Just move around the corner, and there we are. And then the next part, we just move up. You just make sure that you see there's a guard there. So be careful, don't just jump straight out. It's just basically timing your runs that little bit quicker, a little bit more precisely, just so that you don't get caught on this one. Took me a few goes, but it's not too hard to like get round. Don't move. I think you can go straight away, but I chose to wait a few seconds because they'll all, as you can see, move and turn their backs just nicely and neatly, and we can walk just straight through. So again, like at the start, nothing really too taxing at all. You shouldn't have any problems with that. So we'll get on to the next part. This is a little bit more of a tricky part, the next part, which is in the library. And this is where maybe some of you are having problems. I had loads of problems trying to get through this. I'm going to show you, I went down the left-hand side, to see what it would be like to go down this side for, on the Purist. I can see how it can be possible, but, as you'll see, I run into a few problems. This is how I, would get through it. I'm going to show you the way I actually did it in the end. But this is the way I originally thought would probably be the quickest and best way. So I took down this guard, and I thought, what I'll do is I'll grab his uniform, go through this door on the left, which is leads you to the second area of the library. I thought maybe this would be the faster way. Waited for that guard to move, and then go through here. But then there's a lot of guards over here. There's more than I presumed, and there's a guard that sees you from behind. So personally, you can go this way, but I wouldn't go. I didn't go this way. I'll show you the way I did it, which I think's easy. I think it's quite quick this way. Is when you master it, you can do it in a matter of minutes. So at the start, a new guard's going to spawn from the last one, which is a guard that will come up the stairs just here, and he's going to cause a few minor problems. If you wanted to do it quickly or anything like that, you just need to wait for him to come upstairs. There's no way really getting past him, so just utilise him. As soon as he comes up, there's a wardrobe on your right, so you can dump him off in there. No problems whatsoever. It just slows you down a little bit, that's the only problem, I suppose. Yeah, we can dump him in there. And steal his uniform as well if you want to. If you don't want to, I just find this mission, the way I do it, is going to be really difficult to do it on the suit run. I may try it again with the suit in the future and get it done. But I was struggling with this with the uniform, so I don't know how I would do with the suit only. So after a while, our guard's going to move out, and then he's going to turn his back and move back towards that little shelf unit there. So we're going to walk around just here, take him out. As you'll see, it's very similar to the one I did for my normal, but there's just a few things I did a little bit differently. It'll just help you out a little bit more. So there we go. We drag him into this crate just round the corner. There's another guy around the corner as well. Just be mindful of him in a second. Not that way, that way. When I walked straight upstairs, it was no problem, but just be a bit mindful of him because he can maybe spot you if you ain't careful. The same two guards over here, no change here. We can just move up. I do something a little bit differently here, and the only reason I did is because I thought that I couldn't do something in a certain way, which is the first time I tried this, I basically tried to take out as many guards as possible. I was using the radio and the throwing technique of literally just bringing the guards out and then taking them out. You can do that, but I ran out of space to put bodies, so at this point I decided to just this is what I was doing during my playthroughs. I was just tossing this guy. You can push him down. You shouldn't lose any points for that, as far as I'm aware, because it's a silent kill. But you can take him out and drop him in that wardrobe like we did last time as well. So remember, our guy's going to come upstairs again, so you can hide in here. Wait a few seconds. Here he is. A lot of speed ups today. Yeah, a lot of speed ups. Take him down and dump him in the wardrobe with his. Well, I was going to say with his friend. Well, if you put his friend in there, you can drop him in with there. At this point as well, I would grab a gun just for just for having sake. Really, you don't particularly need one, but I like to pick one up just to take with me in this mission. Okay, we're going to go down to the bottom side, and what we're going to do on this one is you want to get your guy here. See, there he is. That's the guy who was saying it was, talking about the hole in the floor, and just break his neck. I mean, I subdued him here. Don't do what I did. Break his neck. The reason I say this is because there's nowhere to hide his body, and if you want the higher points, you want the silent kill, and then you want to dump him in that little area there. Right. So now I'm going to show you how to get past the next bit. You can use that radio there on your left, but the way I would do it is you can literally just walk through practically. After you've done that technique where you send the chief off, remember when you walk through the door frame upstairs, you can sneak through. There'll be no one in the middle. If you need any help with that, all it is literally this door frame here. If you walk through it after you've taken down the guard up the top, it will start the animation for the chief to move on. So I'm going to show you a few problems I encountered at first when doing this part. There's a guard on your left there, which I'm looking out for here. He will spot you if you ain't careful, so be mindful of him when you do come through. Then, when you climb through, I had two guards over here. Now, normally there should be one. I had two for some reason. This is the first one, and he's standard as far as I'm aware. You will always get this guard, so be mindful of him. He'll turn his back and move to the left. But for some reason, and this is the only one I had this guard on, as far as I'm aware. I didn't have him on any other plays I had at this. When I walked over here, I turned around and I don't know how he didn't see me. This is definitely on Purist, and he just did not see me. And he posed me a few problems, but on the other ones, he wasn't there. So when it was just the one, I was easily able to sneak past him. You can use the throwing technique as well. So, and then this part, this makes me laugh. This part. The reason I say it is because the guard will actually say, "What are you doing?" to you, and look at you, but you won't be spotted. It's really strange. There we go. I threw a distraction just in case. He didn't distract anyone, but still. Sir, here we go. Watch. He sort of sees me, but doesn't react to me. It's really strange. He's like, "What are you doing?" Oh, okay. It's really strange. I didn't get that. So yeah. And then use your instinct to just walk past him with no problem whatsoever. There we are. Not too difficult at all. And then we can carry on upstairs, up to the roof, and we can escape. So that's one way. That's the way I did it. I find that the easiest way of doing it, to be honest. And then I'm not going to include the other part with the helicopter, so that's easy enough. We're going to go through the shaft now rather than going round the guard. I found this way easier, because with this way you can use the cover very effectively and get round the guards quickly. As you can see, we're just drifting past these, wait for these guards to come and have a conversation.
Now they're still searching the library.
We can skip over to this side, very quick and easy. Wait for them to break from the conversation again. I think they're talking about where the guy is. There we go. They're walking away. This guard will not see you because he's sandbags next to us. When this guard closest to us on our right moves away, then we'll have a chance to move. There we go, all got the back turned. I move around here, and then I made a break for the door. Not too difficult, that part again. Now we can do a few different things with this. I chose to go down the left. I mean, this is, if you didn't see this in the previous episode that I did, this is the easiest way in the world. This is on Purist, and you can just walk past two guards as if they're nothing. This guy's going to move over to the left, this guy's going to turn his back. And here we go. Thank you very much. No one's going to see me whatsoever. Rather than going through all the right and being difficult, just do that. It's so simple. And the evidence is on the left there as well. So we've got two pieces of evidence now, and we still haven't been spotted. We're going to walk around to this right-hand side now, and we're going to deal with another guard, because there's a new guard in this area. Well, there's two, I believe. This one's the one that caused me the main problems. This guy here. He'll come down after a while if you walk around to the corner. You can take him out. There's a cupboard just to the right there, as you can see. Take him out, and we can drop him in the wardrobe or the cupboard, whatever I wish to call it today. Bookcase usually. Yeah, so we can drop him off. He causes a few problems when we're trying to get round later on. So I would suggest taking him out because I think he patrols all the corridor, so you can just make it a little bit difficult for you when you want to get out of here. Okay, so we're going to do the save technique for the first one. Again, you can use the bomb technique as I showed you in the last episode. Very similar, but this one is just a little bit more controlled. If you use the bomb, I'm sometimes worried that it's going to attract a bit too much attention. I took the bomb with me just in case. Use the radio. So I personally think that this one's the better way. Just use the safe because it's safer. You know, it's just easy to do. And the way you figure out when they've all finished coming in, the door will close behind them just quickly. There we are. Now we can move out. No one else is coming in. And we can make for the door. That's a simple way of doing it. Now, there is another way of doing it, which is the dance floor, which I did as well. Which I'll show you. It is very possible to do this one. It's a little bit more different. We just wait for we take out the guard, exactly the same as last time. Wait for the other guard that was talking to the person in this room to move away. Use our instinct to move in, and then we can get to the dance floor. It's just a simple way of doing that one. And again, that'll also get you the challenge if you were looking for it as well. And then we just hide behind this door here, just while they all come through, and then we can watch where they're coming from and who's moving, who's not. And you'll see there is one guard that doesn't move. He's easy enough to take out, though he'll have his back turned to you the entire way. So we can take him out, as I'll show you in just a second, without any real fuss or bother. See, they're all getting distracted now. I'll just take him out. And then all you got to do is drag it. Remember the cupboard that we had before? The one that we took out the guard earlier, just about a couple of minutes ago? We can drop him in the same cupboard. We can drag him round. So that'll mean that you won't have any bodies that are just lying around. You won't lose points because of that. I don't know what I thought. I don't know if I thought about going towards it then, but you can drag him all the way down. That's easy enough, and then we can call the elevator. So that's two ways. There's obviously the bomb technique as well. Now this part is I found if you go to the left, this is again the quickest and easiest way of doing it. When your man comes down, wait for him. Attack. There we go. Take him out. Simple enough. If you go through the front door, I think you're going to have problems because there's coppers everywhere and you won't have enough instinct to get through. And then we'll just dump him in here. There we go. Because we've got to be sneaky. And then we're just going to wait around here. Now I've got this vase out. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a second. Okay, he's going to send all of the SWAT team around. So we get them out of the way first. Just wait for them to go. It's just more problems if they're around, so just let them walk on. And they're going to go by the elevator. Now, what I did in this part is I was having trouble getting towards the last piece of evidence because the last piece of evidence is guarded quite well. So, I decided to distract the guards, bring them out by using like the items to throw. Just, you know, what we did earlier, what I said you could do in the library as well if you need to take people out. As soon as they come along, you can easily take them down. It's probably the most quickest way of doing it, I think. I tried it a few times where you walk through using your instinct, but I found it really difficult. There's way too much, difficulty to try and time it really well and everything. So this is just a lot easier. You can take out 3 guards without any real worry. You know what I mean? So here comes the one from outside. Unfortunately, I got him. I didn't want him to come out, but you can grab this guy. You can try and get a few to come towards you. I found it like only 2 of them came for me, but if you want to try and do this and try and get as many guys as you can, I was just trying to distract him. And then at this point I was like, let's go for it. There's no one who can hear me. So we've moved that guard away from the front, the little entrance here to this part where the evidence is, so we can use our instinct just to walk on through. Again, you can use the throwing technique as well, and you can throw it like down there and back into like this area to distract them if you wanted to. So you know what I mean. There's a group of 3 guards standing behind you that you can like sort of distract if you throw something up there, and then we can use our instinct to get out. Now I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show you all this without like any cuts or anything to show you just how I did it, because this can be a bit daunting, because you might think, oh god, they're going to see me. You know what I mean? There's so many cops around. This isn't as difficult as you might think. If you move quickly enough and like you just keep starting really and getting amongst the crowd, you will be absolutely perfectly fine. Look how close I come to this officer here, and he just doesn't notice me. I didn't realise he was there. That's that's the one thing I would say to be most mindful of in this part. Just be careful, because there's coppers inside these little groups. They hide very well, and I found a few times where I was standing still and I didn't realise there was a cop literally like a couple of like meters away from me. So just be mindful of these surroundings really. They're the main. I mean, if you stick to the crowds, you will be absolutely fine. Honestly, I thought I was panicking that I was going to get seen at every instant in this, but I didn't get spotted once. The only time I tell a lie, the only time I got spotted was in the top half of this level, where I didn't realise there was 2 guards there, and I'll tell you about that in just a second. But this part, it's very easy actually. It's not that difficult. And now we're going to move through the ledge like we did before. Like I said, I didn't get spotted doing this in this area, so it quite surprised me really, because I thought that would be the most difficult part, but it really wasn't. And then we can move on through here upstairs, and we can get our guy up here. There is one really annoying thing which I will show you at the end of this video, and I honestly do not know how it happened, but as far as I'm aware, this technique works fine. Just for some reason, I get screwed in this. I'll show you why in a second, but we're gonna carry on. Like unlocking the trains. We go out the front door here. Now be very, very careful. There is 2 guards on your right as you move out. They're not there in the normal one. On normal difficulty. There's 2 guards, and they're literally sitting right behind this corner. So I tried to instinct my way out. Oh no, I didn't. Not on this one. Oh, this is where I hid straight through. See, there they are. 2 of them right there. So I hid here. Try and get an idea where they are. There's 2 there. There's another guy to the right. You can see his flashlight going. And then there's another 2 behind him. They have absolutely packed out this area with cops. It's not easy. It's a bit daunting. And I'll show you exactly how I did it. I just used my instinct. That's where I used my instinct. I knew I used it somewhere. See, there he is, just parked himself on the right there. Just keep using the crowds. They are so important in this part. There's our next crowd just ahead of us. Problem is, as you can see, 2 guards there, 1 guard to the right. He's going to move behind us. That gives us a chance. There they go. There's both of them on the move. Just waiting for this guy now to turn. Come on, fatty. Come on. There we go. And then we can move into this last crowd here. And as you'll see, here's the other guard right in front of us. He's just camping there, waiting for you to poke your head out so you can shoot it off. This it can be really daunting, but seriously, guys, I had, apart from that one time where I got caught when I walked out the room, I was not caught. So don't be too afraid to move around. If you move quick enough, you'll be absolutely fine. See, here I'm waiting for this fat guard to come back across. There we go, and then I can move up. Again, look how close I moved towards this guard here. Oh, I thought I moved past him, but no, put your instinct on there then, I'm guessing. Then use the crowd again. Back turned. Any way we can get through this. This part was actually quite daunting for me, if I remember, because I thought as soon as I walked down they'd spot me, so I kept on walking down and turning my back. Here we go, I just used the last bit of my instinct to get into the crowd. As soon as you're into the crowd, it's game over for the cops. They ain't got no chance. If you stick to, like, you know, what you do best and hide between the crowds, you'll be absolutely fine. Just try and stay as far away from these guys as possible. There we go. See, I just tried to stay behind that officer there so he didn't see me. And then join the front of the queue here. Which waiting for the train now. Look, it's very simple, honestly. It's a lot more simpler than I thought. Now, the thing that really pissed me off about this part is apparently I was spotted in this part. Now, as you've seen, I have not cut this down at any point on the outside of the trains, in the train station. I will show you exactly where it tells me I get spotted, and I was like, what? How can I get spotted there? But you'll see in a minute, and I hope this doesn't happen to you. I hope this is just like literally it happened to me. It also said I was spotted in the library, but I don't remember being spotted in the library. Like, it's very strange, this mission, because I don't remember being spotted, but I'll probably do another run through this mission. I got over 90,000 points on this mission. There's a lot more. I think it's 120,000 roughly, I think, for see, this will be it. This oh god, this annoyed me when it happened. Look, as you can see, I'm through the train. Spotted. How can I be spotted there? Do you see what I mean? I was so annoyed. Like, I got onto the train. The train's pulling away. Not even when I'm just got on the train. The train is literally pulling away, and then it spots me. I was just like, oh, for God's sake. So 95,520. I hope that doesn't happen to you guys when like you do it. I hope that doesn't happen to you guys when you go through it. This is where I go through a few of the things. I was apparently spotted. I do not know where though, guys. Honestly, if you follow my path, you shouldn't get spotted. I don't remember being spotted, to be honest. It must have been... I don't know. I honestly don't know. And then Shangri-La, we did really well in Shangri-La. The only thing we got done for is the pacification. And then the last one, the only thing we did wrong was we get spotted at the end, but I don't know. You must have to crouch down, I'm guessing, when you get into the train. It was really odd. I was really disappointed because I thought I did really well on that as well. But but that is how I did it. I think you can get through that quite easily without getting spotted, to be honest. I think it was a little bit unlucky that I got spotted right at the end there. But, you know, can't do anything about that. As I say, I think that's probably one of the better methods to do it. If you know, anyone's got any other methods of getting around it, then please let us know. As usual, it's always helpful and always good to see other people's methods and everything like that. Helps me as well. So that's the end of it. That is a really quick tutorial. If you want to think of any other techniques that you can do, go check out my other tutorial for this level on normal. It's practically very similar, just a little few tweaks on how to get things. Thank you for watching the video, guys. I hope it's helped again, as per usual. If it was helpful in any way, or if you liked the video, if you could give it a like, that would be amazing. If you want to see any more videos on Hitman Absolution for the tutorial series, if you could subscribe as well, that would be also amazing. More videos coming out very soon. I've already started recording for the next episode, which is... I keep forgetting this episode. Oh no, I forgot the name. I'll have it on the screen right about now. Okay, so that's a cheap cop-out, but it'll be on the screen. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.
I just